Hey everyone, Justin over at New Hampshire Skid Steer Attachments here, talking today about the Jenkins Iron and Steel Snow and Light Materials buckets. These buckets are available in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 12-foot widths. The only major differences between them being that the 5-foot does not have this nice rear cutout, and the 9s, 10s, and 12s have these bolt-in removable support braces to help keep the bucket straight when you have a heavy load. These buckets have a pretty wide range in yardage, going from a certified 1-yard bucket, which is the 5-foot wide version, all the way up to a 12-foot bucket, which is going to be about 2.5 yards. We'll put the yardage in the video up over here. We'll also put the weights. These are fairly heavy buckets, even though they're billed as snow and light materials buckets. It's not a 2,000-pound 2-yard loader bucket, but they are very well built. Each of these buckets is going to have a reversible, replaceable bolt-on cutting edge. So those are going to be 3/4 of an inch thick by 8-inch wide, and then they're going to cover the width of the bucket. Jenkins uses these across their other snow pieces, so you're going to have the same cutting edges on the hydraulic angle snow blades, the Super Duty wing snow blades, and the deluxe snow pushers. These buckets are constructed of 5/16 side plates. And then the bucket material that wraps around is going to be 3/16 thick. Other than the 12-foot bucket, the 12-foot bucket is going to be 1/4 inch material, a little bit heavier duty for those heavy loads. Okay, so these buckets are going to have 1/2 inch by 2.5 inch strapping underneath the buckets to protect the bottom of the buckets. Those do also wrap up into the bottom of the quick attach plate. On the top of the quick attach plate, Jenkins uses these really nice gussets. They typically use 4 across on these buckets, just for some extra support when you're working these buckets really hard. Aside from that, interesting features, the cutout window in the back of these really makes it easy so that you can see the cutting edge when you're sitting in a skid steer. On a loader, sometimes they'll come in handy, but they're really functional on a skid steer. So the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12-foot versions all have these cutout windows. So these buckets are really versatile. You can use them for a lot of different tasks. And we have some clips here to show you how they look in action, how much you can really fill one of these with, and how they perform. What I'd recommend is giving us a call to let us know what you have for machines and how you plan to use them, because it's going to be a big difference whether you're using them only for snow or whether you want to be able to use them for mulch or aggregate or other things in your business the rest of the year, because there's a big difference between the weight of snow and the weight of those other materials. So give us a call, tell us what you have for a machine, what your usage is. We'll get you into the right piece. We typically have these in stock. Other than the 12-foot, the 12-foot is usually a special order for us. So let us know what you need. And here's some clips to show you these buckets in action.